1997. First time I get to watch the Back to the Future series. Marty McFly is my pure vision of what is cool. Ever since then, since Back to the Future 2, I've waited for technology to give us some sort of hoverboard.
Hoverboard? Where is he? Here. There! He's on a hoverboard! Hoverboard! Get it, boy!
I was so obsessed with it that on my birthday and the year they went to the 21st of October 2015.
At 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
I had a hoverboard given to me by Louise on the exact same day he receives one in Back to the Future 2. My biggest fear was I was always going to be too old by the time they came out. Now this isn't a hoverboard, but it is something good as for now. So I'm going to unbox this. Need some coffee first. Okay, it's better. Troy, just going to borrow your knife. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la!
Yeah. On the box, love getting there. Okay. That's it. Risk of death or serious injury. That is it. So we got sticker. Control. Magnetic skate tool. Pretty cool. Charge this bad boy up. So it's got its beginner mode, eco mode when the battery starts to run low, and expert mode. And then you see your distance there. So if you were to ever sell it or buy one second hand, rides, and then we can see. So that should record some of the maps that we do today. So it looks like everything is now charged. I'm going to use a little bit of Lou's expertise and her guidance, and we might do a bit of a comparison of her Riptide versus the boosted. Nothing official, but we'll just see how they work on some hills around here. So it's time to go. So I'm going to do a little bit of a race test to see, not of an official drag race, I'm still in eco mode, but just to play around with them. Alright, first impressions. It is very, very nice. We've come from over there, is where we live, but we've come up this way. Handles really, really well. I'm still getting used to it. Boosted is like the Apple of electric skateboards, so it's a really well built. This is a really well polished Android phone version, if it's the best way to compare it.
I think you're leaving me in the dust.
I didn't say that.
That is a blatant lie.
Yeah.
I was ahead of you for most of it.
Mainly because she's more experienced, but we're going to carry on going up there. I'm recording this with the boosted app, so we should get a nice little map. Yeah, it is really, really freaking hot out here.
They both struggled with some of the super, super steep, but they both kind of struggled about the same.
Yeah, but that's just when you do this. When it's too steep, come back. Come back. So this is the menu. If I go to eco mode, tells me I'd have 12 kilometers. If I go to expert, tells me I've got 10 kilometers. If I go to beginner, I can get 14 kilometers, so it's really nice and handy to figure out what mode to ride in if the battery's low. Still got 68%, so that's pretty good. Carry on. So far, I have not accelerated for a while, just having to accelerate now. Still getting used to the wobble. There's this life-threatening moment where you just feel a little wobble. I think I need to tighten the trucks up a little bit, just because I'm wobbling right now. There she goes. Look how much more confident she is. I'll see it anyway. So, small comparisons from Boosted Mini X
And the Riptide R1 Elite.
R1 Elite.
Yeah.
So, thoughts on remotes. Boosted's remote, really nice. Deadman trigger, so you pull that and that controls the throttle. It's really handy today, although my lanyard broke, which is the official one from Boosted, as did Lou's when she got hers from Riptide.
Yep. When I first got my Riptide remote, the lanyard broke on it as well, so I've got a random one.
And what's nice is I can check the battery life, so I've got 40%, 38%, and we've done 10.8 miles today, according to the Boosted board app. Lou's board should have, in theory, run out by now, but with regen braking, the R1 is still going, so that's quite a nice comparison. So in theory, it would be interesting to see if we do run out before we decide to get the Metro home today.
We did a lot of uphill for the first part, which I think killed our batteries a bit. But then we did a lot of downhill, so there was lots of coasting and just rolling, just using the brakes.
Yeah, we did a lot of...
Which recharged us a lot and kind of didn't use the battery at all.
And with that coasting in mind, did a lot of push and rolling, so through shopping centres. Treating it like a normal skateboard's not bad. It's not as bad as people say. It does coast, it does roll a little bit. It is kind of heavy.
I think the Riptide might be slightly better for rolling.
Yep. Or you're lighter.
If we were both, well, when we were both like push starting off from the same like crossing or whatever, mine tended to get a little bit further before I needed to give it another push.
The build quality, so on the back of the wheels, the guards, they might be plastic or not as firm a metal as the R1. However, that might be a good thing. She's had hers a little bit longer and she's had some rattling going on with that. So whether that's the nature,
motor arm came loose.
Yeah, whether that's the nature of the build quality between the two. Generally, build quality, very happy. This feels very much like the Marty McFly of electric skateboards. So I'm very happy with this. It's going to be fun getting around. It's not going to be fun in the rain, but so far today it's been really fun. I will say I'll probably wear thicker socks because either it's just I'm not used to riding electric skateboards like Lou is. She was commuting for about 3-4 months back in the UK, whereas I'm still waiting for this. I am not as used to the kind of vibrations through the feet yet.
They both vibrate a lot because they're not longboards. They don't have that give in the deck, and so even with the quite soft wheels on both of them, they both, with the pavements here in Barcelona, where you've got kind of the pavement bits are about that big, and in square sets, and so there's a lot of just kind of.
Comparison. So Lou's got the 90 mils.
I've got the ABEC flywheels.
This comes with ATs. I'm going to whack on, which I've had waiting for longer than I've had the board, some 85s, which are nice bright purple. So that should give me a bit more range as well, I believe, maybe a little bit more speed. Not that I'm using anywhere near the top speed yet, that's another good thing. I had a bad experience with the Riptides, but I think they're still pretty good. However, I'm really happy I went for the boosted, so I can't. I'd say it depends what you want. Like, you can either go and spend that bit more money. Good chance this could last longer. It's annoying how they've just released the extended battery for this, and her remote has broken to a degree, and they're not going to send her a replacement.
They want me to pay shipping for a replacement,
whereas
which from America,
yeah.
it just means my charge on my remote doesn't only lasts a few journeys when it should last a lot more.
And the reason I sent mine back, because I had an R1 and I sent it back because they sent it to me with a dead remote. So waiting 4 months to get it to come with a remote that was broken, it kind of put me in a bad place with the company. So I was like, no, I'm gonna get the boosted board.